18 weeks has come down to this. We're gonna crown a champion tonight here with OSR trucks on the SRN. These drivers get qualifying wrapped up here at Phoenix. Hi, hello, I am Sean Fitz alongside producer John Long. We appreciate everybody tuning in to one more round, as we'll say, of OSR trucks brought to you by Mosquito Ranger right here on the SRN. We appreciate everybody tuning in, as we have you all this season here. We have been super excited to cover this season, or this series, and this series is quickly becoming one of OSR's very popular series, the truck division here for Ohio Sim Racing. Let's take a quick look at the qualifying order. Casey Hay is going to start on the pole tonight. Cody Ditto is going to start second. Jay Jensen, Wes Gilland, and Steve Whitmore is going to round out the top five. Zach Myers, Jason Harrison, Anthony Luddy, Jason Netherly, Chris Hockley is going to round out the top 10. Aaron Meeker, Matthew Beamish, Cody Jayberg, Patrick McVicker, John Sears, Gregory Lemon Lime Valade himself is going to start 16th tonight. Carl Phillips, Rusty Arthur, Chris Couric, and Corley Delap is going to start 20th as we cycle through the remainder part of the field here. Again, a packed house tonight. Let's take a quick look at the championship order. If you missed last week, you missed some excitement there at Martinsville. And nonetheless, we are getting ready here to go green flag. As we pull it up, this is what we've got. Chris Hockley, Casey Hay, Jason Harrison, and Aaron Meeker all fighting it out here for the top spot. The championship, the 2020 truck champion, is going to walk away here tonight with, I would say, some honor, because this league has been, this league has grown so much over the last couple months, and the truck division is certainly no slouch. So it'll be interesting to see. It's pretty much just going to be the highest finisher is going to take home the championship tonight. So we'll be covering those four drivers pretty closely here on the SRN as they're getting ready to get grid up here at Phoenix. Let's talk about what the rest of this week looks like. We have some short track action tomorrow night with the Radical Racing League take on South Boston, with that season quickly coming to a close as well. And then right here on the SRN Wednesday night Xfinity action, we're going to crown a championship there too, right here at Phoenix this coming Wednesday night. We're going to quickly bring in producer John Long. John, last race of the truck series, who do you think is going to bring home the win and the championship?
I'm going with the guy who's looking for a little redemption after last week, Cody Ditto.
Cody Ditto, not eligible for a championship, but he's on the outside of row one. That's going to also bring me to my SRN pick of the night, which is going to be Casey Hay. Casey Hay is going to bring home the championship from the pole tonight here at Phoenix. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an honor to cover this series week in and week out. Super excited to say we're green flag here in Phoenix one more time for the trucks with OSR. Casey Hay out front, Cody Ditto running second right now. Best qualifying effort we've seen out of Cody in a couple months. Up front, running well, right there in front of, that's Wes Gill and Zach Myers. Steve Schoaf, Jay Jensen rather, all right there. Oh, as they get a little sideways coming off of turn four, they're able to keep it rolling. We got a truck starting to head backwards. Oh, and caution is going to be out on the racetrack. Let's take a quick look here. Oh, and it looks like, it's Steve Schoaf is going to be involved. And then we also see Rusty Arthur had to tow to the pit road. Let's go back and take a look at the replay. It's rotor caution here for the first time tonight at Phoenix. Rusty Arthur on that inside line. So far, so good as we're monitoring this replay. Oh, it looks like a truck got, maybe two different incidences right there. But Rusty and Steve Shelf getting collected. And that's going to bring out the caution for the first time tonight here. On the completion of lap 1, Casey Hay has currently scored our leader. Cody Ditto is currently running second right now. Wes Gill and Zach Myers running top 4. And then you see Jay Jensen going back to that paint scheme that giving him a little bit of luck earlier this season, running 5th right now. Chris Hockley, another championship contender, currently up to 7th. He started 10th tonight. That'll be, again, a story that will follow through the rest of the evening as Hockley works his way up to the front. Basically, it's how it's going to be. The highest scoring finisher tonight is going to bring home the championship. The highest scoring championship contender is going to bring home the championship tonight. As you see, Chris Hockley has got that OSR truck painted up real good. We appreciate him putting the SRN on the tailgate of that truck. Again, we'll keep a close eye on Hockley's progression through the field. So right now, our championship drivers are running 1st, 7th, 9th, and... Oh, did Harrison get caught up in that incident? Or did he not make the start of the race? Harrison is going to be 3 laps down, and I don't show him on track. Does not look like he made the start of the race tonight. As we're under caution here on lap 5. Yeah, we want to talk about one of our sponsors for tonight. That's the sponsor for tonight. They have been a huge help with OSR this season here for the truck division. That's going to be Mosquito Ranger. We appreciate them coming on board for all season long here at the for most of the season here for OSR. Without them, we wouldn't be here tonight with the SRN. We appreciate them supporting OSR and SRN combined to allow us to bring you this coverage throughout the remainder of the season here. And again, coming to a close here tonight at Phoenix. No doubt, though, OSR's got a lot of planning up their sleeve. They've got a lot of stuff coming up that they're teasing. Got an ARCA series, a super late model group, and then starting in 2021, they will be the trucks and the Cup series. And you'll be able to find out all that information if you head on over to OhioSimRacing.com. You can also do a search on Facebook for Ohio Sim Racing. A lot of participation, a lot of information on the Facebook page. Let's see, you would definitely not want to miss out on that. But in the meantime, some fun runs, some short track stuff that's going to take place this winter with the super lates. That'll be a lot of fun. Got the ARCA car division. They got a couple different groups running and a couple different cadences. So certainly you're going to want to check that out. Britt Van Meter in the race control is elected to have these drivers start single file. It's going to get everybody spread out a little bit. Casey Hay, Cody Ditto, nose to tail, getting ready to restart 1 and 2. 75 laps to go, or 75 lap event. We're going to go back green flag racing here on lap 7. Green flag's back out, and everybody in the top 5 gets rolling real easy here. Take a look a little bit further back. Everybody got a decent start that time. See Zach Myers running about a lane higher than Wes Gillen there coming out of turn 4. So far, everybody minding their P's and Q's. Trucks are going to start utilizing that inside line through the dog leg, trying to gather a little bit of a length advantage. It's shortened up there, running the inside wall of that dog leg. We've seen a lot of drivers this season. Woo, we had a truck sideways coming out of 4. I believe that was Matthew Beamish. It was. That 39 truck nearly tapping the wall. But in the meantime, we look at Casey Hay and Cody Ditto cutting that dog leg on the inside. Ditto running right into the tire tracks of Casey Hay. Casey has been strong. He's just continuously gotten better each and every week, and we have seen him really up his game here. Running consistently into the top 5, top 8s for most of the season. And currently, your championship leader as they run right now. Cody Ditto stepped away for a little while. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of a break. We have not seen old Cody Ditto return. But it certainly looks like he is awoken here tonight at Phoenix in the Truck Series. Currently running second after the strong qualifying order. Taking it deep onto the inside of that dog leg. In the meantime, Wes Gilland is running third right now. In that very spooky 50 truck. That's another supporter that we'll talk about more over Wednesday night. Gilland Body Shop. They have been with the SRN and OSR all season long with Xfinity action. We appreciate them as well. And Zach Myers is running fourth right now, but a very quickly approaching Chris Hockley, who had a rough Martinsville. Won his way in and didn't have to really worry about it too much. Nonetheless, he is working his way up. He started 10th tonight. He's worked his way up to 5th. Starting to take advantage of some of the track position he can pick up. I believe that we just seen a glimpse of Jason Ayerson in that 2 truck finally out on track, several laps down. Did not make the start of the race and most likely will end his opportunity to chase after the championship here tonight at Phoenix. He's letting Matthew Beamish roll on the outside here on lap 14. Looking at lap times, Casey Hay, Cody Ditto running near identical lap times, lap after lap. These drivers do have 2 sets of Goodyears in the pit, so they can utilize whatever they would like, but I believe they would only have to stop once on a fuel run here, if that. So certainly won't be seeing too many efforts down pit road as Cody Ditto really overdrives the middle of the corner. You see him back up a little bit. He loses a couple truck lengths out in front of Casey Hay, or out behind Casey Hay. In the meantime, Gilland is right there, hanging in there. He actually ran a 10th faster than our top 2 that last time by. So he's going to have to start contending with some lap traffic here. Let's ride on board with Cody Ditto as he right to the bumper of the 8 of Casey Hay. You heard it there, Cody Ditto really running that truck pretty hard. Using as much tire as he can through 3 and 4 and running very low through that dog leg, which has a tendency to burn up tire as well as they approach another lap truck here. Oh, that truck's gonna slide up right in front of Casey Hay. and go high. He's going to make contact with the wall. Needs to keep it up there. Everybody's going to have to work around him. That could have been disastrous for the 8 truck. He was able to navigate by, but while we were riding on board with Cody Ditto, you heard him really sliding those tires in 2 different lines to the dog leg. For Casey Hay, Cody Ditto running 1-2 right now here on lap 19 of 75. These top 5 trucks have broken away a little bit. The top 6 trucks have broken away just a good bit. And Steve Whitmore, Cody Jayberg making up the second group, about 2 seconds back. A lot of exciting racing happens back here. We don't get a chance to cover it enough. As you see right there, Anthony Luddy looks like he is going to be underneath the 52. The Chris Couric. Couric's going to try to slide by and complete that pass. Single file restart was in effect here for this last restart, so things are a little bit smooth. Oh, and caution's going to be out just as we were about to talk about. I believe Gilliland got by Cody Ditto, or Casey Hay rather. Well, let's go back and take a look here and find out who this caution could be for. In the meantime, let's go back here and take a look at what happened at the front of the pack, as Casey Hay ended up losing a lot of time through 1 and 2. And here we go. We'll watch Cody Ditto, Casey Hay cycle through 1 and 2. Ditto had to really cut left. Casey Hay got checked up by the lap truck. That's going to put Ditto on that inside line. Really slid up the track. Run Casey up there as well. That's going to leave Gilliland some room on the bottom. And he's going to slide by as well. And that'll be for position. And Cody Ditto is going to be leading tonight here at Phoenix, as he's going to lead these drivers down pit road for the first time tonight here on lap 23. And producer John telling me that Stephen Berkeley was the reason why this caution came out here. As you see all the lead pack come down pit road and hit their boxes. And Cody Ditto just missed it there, but overshot his box a little bit. That's going to cost a little bit of time. He's still trying to get that truck figured out. In the meantime, Wes Gilliland may have took a gamble here. He's going to be off pit road first. Gilliland, Zach Myers is going to be right behind him. Chris Hockley is going to be behind that group as well. We had a couple trucks stay out. A lot of confusion here on this pit stops as drivers get back out on track and behind the pace car. We're going to take a moment and step away, get everything collected to figure out exactly what all's going on. And in a very exciting championship race here at Phoenix, you're watching the SRN. Getting ready to go back. Green flag racing here. On lap 26, a lot of commotion going on. Wes Gilland is going to be up front, but our new leader, Corey Delap, stayed out instead of electing to come down pit road. By the way, Cody Ditto made a very big pit road mistake. He is going to restart 13th. We'll talk a little bit more about that as the pace car is going to hit pit road. Delap and Gilland, green flag here. Back out on lap 26. Corey gets a big jump, as you see back there. Chris Hockley on the bottom of your screen gets by. Oh, they're gonna be 3, 4, 5 wide going through the dog leg. You see Hockley down there in the infield trying to squeeze off a couple positions. He's gonna make some spots up. As Gilland is now alongside Zach Myers, trying to race him down the front stretch. Oh, and Casey Hayes gonna get spun on the front stretch. That's gonna collect several trucks. That's Cody Ditto involved, Gregory Villain, and it looks like the 52 truck is involved, and Chris Couric. A lot of drivers involved in that incident here. Let's go back and take a look at the replay. Casey Hay also had a bad pit stop, and that put him right in this spot here. Steve Whitmore got loose, started it all. You see 2 championship trucks right here. That's Casey Hay and Aaron Meeker. Gonna be involved. Championship implications right now as we're under caution on lap 28. A lot of trucks are going to be junked after that moment. In the meantime, Zach Myers going to be scored your leader. Wes Gilland is going to be scored second. And Chris Hockley is going to currently be scored third. So what put a couple of those drivers back there in the middle of that was some really bad pit stops. The lap before is Cody Ditto's on pit road. He got tore up in that. Casey Hay, an SRN pick of the night. Doesn't look like he's got any motor damage from a smoke detection look, I guess is the best way to put that. But that truck is tore up on the front of that 8 for Casey Hay as he's going to come down pit road. But yeah, Casey Hay, Cody Ditto both had bad pit stops. Cody had the worst of it. Missed his box a couple different times. It took him a few moments to really get in there. And that set him back to 13th and then led him to be involved in this incident here just a few laps ago. Zach Myers leading Wes Gilland. Running second, Chris Hockley in the top 3. You're watching the SRN. Pace car's lights are off. Zach Myers is going to lead us back to the green flag here on lap 32, nearing the halfway point for tonight's event here at Phoenix. Wes Gillen is going to restart second. Chris Hockley. Jay Jensen's going to start in the top 4. Suddenly, everything's changed up, but we're back green flag racing here at Phoenix. Gillen has a hard time getting rolling there, blocks Jensen. Now he's going to move down in front of Hockley as they roll through 1 and 2. Gillen's going to slide up. In the meantime, Myers and Hockley are going to go to the very bottom through the dog leg. Jensen right to the bumper of Gillen as they get through 3. Gillen full drives it in there, nearly gets to the bumper of Myers. This front pack, they certainly are working their way around this place in grand fashion. 12 trucks on the lead lap after a pretty big field of over 30 trucks starting tonight. That last wreck really taking some drivers out of it. As you see, Cody J. Berg is underneath. Jay Jensen there for the top 5 spot. Not going to be able to make it happen. But as Zach Myers now starting to back up to Hockley and Wes Gillen, they're looking really sporty here as they come through the dog leg. Hockley's going to be on the outside. Oh, Jensen gets turned by J. Berg. Oh, big save by Jay Jensen. What an incredible save as J. Berg gets by. In the meantime, Hockley now is underneath Wes Gillen. That's for second place right there. And those two drivers were on the bumper of Zach Myers. Hockley started 10th tonight. That qualifying effort so far, not indicative of the speed he's got in that 114. Within 4/10 of our leader right now and currently our champion as they run here in Phoenix on lap 36. Let's take a look back at our next playoff driver is Casey Hay. Casey's got a lot of front end damage. He restarted 10th and is currently running 10th, just trying to hang on here. Anything could happen in this field. I don't believe he got all those repairs in. It's also going to have a potential engine issue here before that's over with, as we see smoke out the front. Out front of another truck. I believe that was a truck that was blinking there. It's Casey Hay not having the night he wanted to see. As right now, it is the Chris Hockley show for the championship, currently running second. Jay Jensen back to the bumper of Cody J. Berg. A pretty aggressive move there, as Jensen got turned in 3 and 4 by J. Berg. Will Jensen repay the favor? Jay isn't really missing a whole lot here. He just wants to bring home a victory to round out the truck season for OSR. He's going to take it in a lane lower than J. Berg and try to get there. Not going to have anything through turn 1 and 2, but man, right into the tire tracks of Cody J. Berg. And Jensen's going to be on the inside, just barely there. J. Berg running about a lane higher, trying to just hang on to the RPM in that truck. In the meantime, we go back up front. Chris Hockley, rather. Right behind our leader, Zach Myers. Zach inheriting the lead on that last restart. Chris Hockley hanging on to the deck lid of that truck. As the top 5 has started to break away once again, over a second over these two drivers right here. That's Jason Netherly, Anthony Luddy running 6th and 7th. And we look all back, Tyler Locklear, and then you see Matthew Beamish on the outside of a couple laps down. Jason Harrison, who had a delayed start tonight did not get rolling. Casey Hayes still running 10th so far. Jensen's going to be on the inside of Jayberg as they roll through 1 and 2. Jensen's going to run up to the door of Jayberg and then turn back down again through the dog leg. They're going to be side by side as they get ready to enter turn 3. This is where that contact happened, as Jayberg's just going to let Jensen have that spot. He's going to move up to 4th. Officially past halfway here tonight for 75 laps of championship action here at Phoenix on the SRN. Hello, I'm Sean Fitz alongside producer John Long. It's been our honor to bring you this season's truck series with OSR. We appreciate it. This has turned out to be a very popular group and a popular series for this group for OSR, and we are certainly happy to be calling the final race here tonight at Phoenix. Nonetheless, though, these drivers will be back in 2021 with a revamped schedule, and they're going to go a lot more left and right next season as well. To check that out, check out the schedule, check out everything and how that's going to work and what you can do to get signed up. Head on over to OhioSimRacing.com. You can also do a search on Facebook for Ohio Sim Racing and get all the latest information. These two drivers right here out front, Zach Myers, Chris Hockley, running 1-2 right now. Chris, again, as we mentioned, right in the championship lead here in the running, locked himself in going into Martinsville. That's good news. He got caught up in a pretty big wreck early on there at the paperclip. Nonetheless, he is cruising around right now, started 10th, and he's running 2nd. As we see, we've got a fight for 3rd. That's Jay Jensen underneath Wes Golan. See, Cody Jayberg is going to try to roll the bottom as well. We're going to start to see tire wear become a factor as 23 laps into this green flag run. As Hockley really hanging it out there, coming out of turn 4, looking for just any bit of speed he can pick up. He's showing 4 1,000ths faster than our leader Zach Myers that last time by. And let's ride on board that 114 machine at Chris Hockley around Phoenix. While we were on board, Zach Myers was able to pull away 0.6 of a second now in front of Chris Hockley. Chris just needs to be in conservation mode. And he knows he's got no pressure behind him to bring home the championship here, and just needs to be mindful of keeping that truck right here in the top 5 to stay safe. In the meantime, Jensen's running 3rd. Cody Jayberg is running 4th right now. Wes Golan running 5th. And then about 3.5 seconds back is Anthony Luddy working by some lap traffic. Then Tyler Locklear running 7th right now. Jason Netherly is running 8th. Matthew Beamish running 9th. George Smoller gambled and took 2 tires on that pit stop. He's up to 10th right now. Casey Hay running 11th in a beat up 8 truck. Again, that is not the night he wanted to have. He was our pole sitter tonight. Led a bunch of laps, had a rough pit stop, and then got caught up in a wreck on the restart. Able to keep that truck out there, but certainly not running the way he wants to. in the meantime, as we started to see Chris Hockley, we would have walked away a few moments ago. Chris Hockley was running second. Now Jensen and Jayberg able to get by him. Hockley now falling to fourth here in about a lap and a half. Is something up with the 114 truck. And Wes Dillon is settled into fifth. Yeah, Hockley way off the pace here, over a second slower. Maybe he just got that truck in some dirt somewhere. Not real happy with it. Looks like he's gonna settle back into his groove. In the meantime, Jensen running second as our leader. Zach Myers is having to fight off Rusty Arthur there. That's a lap truck as Jensen goes by as well. As they are starting to catch some of this lap traffic, Casey Hay will not be far from them as well. Now we're putting him a lap down. As you see Jayberg and Hockley there, able to get underneath that lap truck. So coming across the stripe, it'll be about 20 laps to go here at Phoenix. Pretty big wreck in the early going that wiped out a bunch of trucks. And Zach Myers has been able to capitalize on that ever since. See Jensen now starting to pick up the lap times a little bit. He's only about a 10th slower a lap right there. You see Jayberg wall riding the outside of 1 and 2. And it looks like Chris Hockley may have burnt that truck up quite a bit, as Hockley now is going to fall back to 5th behind Wes Gill. And I was not worried about Hockley until now. He has certainly fallen from grace here pretty quick, falling back from 2nd. Just 5 or 6 laps ago to now running 5th. That truck just not running the way Hockley wants to see or feel. As we go back up front, Zach Myers now starting to feel some pressure from Jay Jensen. This is tire conservation in full effect right here as you see Myers. He's in trouble as well. Jensen right to the bumper. I believe Jensen's just saved a ton of his tire here. Just waiting for the opportunity to pounce right into the tire tracks of Myers as they rolled through the bottom dog leg on the backstretch. Jensen looking to pull away with another victory here tonight. Cody Jayberg firmly in second or in third right now. This is the longest green flag run of the night so far. We've 36 laps. Over half our laps we've run under green right now for the here at Phoenix championship race on the line. As we saw Wes Gillen working around Steve Whitmore there. Chris Hockley right on the bumper as well. We may have a fight for the lead as we get ready to head into the final laps here at Phoenix. You hear some downshifting. Little trickery going on there. And the Jensen truck as he goes down the front stretch. You heard him really drop. You heard that truck drop down into third gear as they rolled out of turn 4. Helping that driver get a little bit more drive off. That could be the secret here as he's nearly to the inside of our leader. Not able to make that pass that time, but really close. On the inside of Zach Myers as the laps continue to wind down. Chris Hockley able to get by Gill, and he's back on the hunt for Cody Jayberg. Hockley finally gets that truck rolling again. As I say that, hopefully it doesn't curse him again. I said it a little while ago. But it looks like he's got that 114 truck back up. Again, our championship leader right now, running fourth. Just needs to quietly walk away here and finish tonight up. In the meantime, the front two, this is the biggest fight on the field right now. It's 1 and 2 is Jensen. Within 2 truck lengths of Zach Myers as they roll off a turn 4. And as I see that, Chris Hockley looks on the outside of Cody Jayberg. He found a little bit of rubber left in those tires. He takes the pit road cold with him. I hope that doesn't catch him a penalty there. As Hockley again right to the inside line, riding that yellow line. Right on the bumper of Jayberg, and Jayberg gets loose out of 4. That nearly collected Hockley in that as well. Jayberg's going to roll higher through 1 and 2. Jayberg's been taking a later exit. That's going to give Wes Gillen an opportunity to get involved here. They're both going to take it down the dog leg. Right to the inside wall, and Hockley's going to clear. In the meantime, we go back up front. Oh, big slide by Jay Jensen coming out of 4. That's going to give him the run, though. He's on the outside of our leader. Side by side, 10 laps to go. Zach Myers on the bottom, Jay Jensen on the outside. He's going to take the outside line, trying to keep the momentum in that truck. Myers is going to scrub high. In the meantime, underneath, Jensen tries to get by. Not able to do anything. And just like that, Zach Myers back out front in control. In the meantime, Hockley's back up to 3rd. Wes Gillen is running 4th. Cody Jayberg has fallen to 5th. These two are the class of the field, 2 seconds back, or 2 seconds ahead of that fight. Back there for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. They're going to come across the stripe here with lap 68. Still about 2 truck lengths away from each other. Jensen, Myers running really tough here. You see that 7 truck. Got kind of caught up there for a lap or 2 as you've seen Jensen really slide the nose through 3 and 4. I'm sorry, through 1 and 2, and that gave him the opportunity to try to make the pass. It wasn't able to do anything. Still two truck lengths here as they roll through 1. Laps continuing to wind down as they're having to work through lap traffic. They're going to take the dog leg one more time here. So just a quick glimpse of or a look into our championship picture. Hockley is currently running 4th right now. Casey Hay is running 10th, and that beat up A-Truck. He's just trying to survive. He really needs something to happen to Hockley as Hockley slides underneath. Gill in there for 3rd. And Gill is going to cross him up. And he's going to take the inside line. Here comes Cody Jayberg. They're going to be caught with a lap truck here. Hockley has to take evasive movers. And that's going to give an opportunity for Gillen to break away a little bit as we see that lap truck tap the wall. Up front, though, Zach Myers in the 7. He started to break away a little bit here. 4/10 out front of Jay Jensen. 5 laps to go. Anybody's race right now here in Phoenix. This top 5 has been a fight all night long. Been a lot of fun to watch. These drivers out there right now, they're working on 49 lap old tires as they come across the stripe. Certainly starting to feel it. Jensen has not really made a big push on Myers in the last 4 or 5 laps. He's going to have to start figuring it out here fairly quickly as laps are winding down. 3 to go. Now's the time to get rolling. If Jensen's got anything left in the tank, he's gotta put it out now. As Hockley is trying to run down a top 3 if he can. See, Gilliland was able to get by him. Oh, we see some smoke there. Oh, and that's going to be Casey Hay. He's not going to finish tonight's event. As Casey's going to limp the 8 truck down pit road. Again, not a night he wanted to see. Get caught up in somebody else's wreck on the front stretch in the early running. As you see, Chris Hockley able to get underneath Wes Gilliland there. This fight for 3rd, 4th, and 5th has been exciting most of the night. 2 laps to go. You're not missing anything up front as Myers. I'm sorry, 1 lap to go. As Myers out front. 4 truck links. That's starting to grow a little bit. The 7 truck took advantage of some late or early race cautions. Got off pit road clean. The 7 truck, Zach Myers, is going to be your winner here at Phoenix. And as we take a look a little back, Chris Hockley is going to be your 2020 OSR Truck Series champion. The rest of the field is Locklear. I'm not quite sure what that was about. As a couple trucks make impact with the wall there as they were coming across the stripe. Everybody else wrapping up tonight's race here. Congratulations to Zach Myers as him and Cody Jaber get into each other a little bit. And then Chris Hockley, as I mentioned, running that OSR SRN paint scheme. It's gonna be your champion here tonight in Phoenix. We're gonna take a moment and step away, get ready for some post-race coverage right here on the SRN. Our champion champion of Chris Hockley and Zach Myers burning it down on the front stretch. Had the noses bumped up there with each other. Let's take a quick look at the finishing results. Zach Myers bringing home the win tonight. Jay Jensen running, going to finish 2nd. Chris Hockley is going to finish 3rd. Wes Gilliland 4th. Cody Jaberg's rounding out the top 5. Anthony Luddy, Taylor Locklear, George Smoller, Jason Netherly, and Matthew Beamish rounding out the top 10. Casey Hay, that motor giving up on him there, and he had a potential for a strong night tonight. He's going to finish 11th. Corey Delap, 12th. Brandon King, Jason Harrison, Luis Schultz, Rusty Arthur, John Sears, Carl Phillips, Chris Couric, and Gregory Valade is going to round out the rest of the field here tonight with OSR Trucks at Phoenix. And it's going to give us an opportunity here to go talk to our winner tonight, Zach Myers. Zach, congratulations on that win. You're able to take advantage of those pit stops and that restart. Get out front of everybody and set sail. It looked good tonight in that 7 truck.
Thank you, sir.
Talk to us about trying to maintain the front of the pack there and keeping Jensen off of you there in the closing laps.
It was a struggle. I mean, I ran real hard and kind of wore my stuff out and had to try a couple different lines on track, which thankfully this track's got a wide racing groove. But just trying to hit my marks as smooth as possible and try to keep that track position.
Zach, I know this place, it really looked kind of sporty tonight. A lot of different lines drivers were taking using the dog leg. We even heard some shifting there at the end. Ultimately, what kind of puts you in a spot there to hold off Jensen in the long run, as you mentioned, after burning off those tires? Was it just pretty much just trying to keep your truck in the right place? Was clean air king here? What was the number one thing here outlined for you?
having the clean air and to be able to have the control to take care of the right rear tire, just not get too loose, not get too happy on the throttle. I was shifting both in 1 and 2, and then during that late run, in 3 and 4, it just kind of gets you that little bit more of a run.
We hear it here. Zach Myers bringing home the victory in the season finale here at Phoenix. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
And then we're going to move on over to our newly crowned 2020 OSR Trucks, brought to you by Mosquito Ranger champion Chris Hockley. Congratulations on bringing home the championship here tonight. I know you started 10th. We had Casey Hay in front of you, and there was a lot of potential for things to go wrong here, but it certainly went right for you. Talk to us about your run through the field.
Yeah, thank you. Man, what a season. That was pretty cool. Yeah, the start of the race there, we were rolling pretty good, and then those guys were battling pretty hard up front there, and that one caution came out, and we all pitted. Ditto, I don't know what happened to him, but he was in the back, and then I guess the 28 stayed out, and he had them all jacked up going into turn 1, and I always like to capitalize on the restarts, get as much as I can quick. And I made that move off of 2. I dove way down on the inside and got by, I think, 2 or 3 trucks. And then they had that wreck, and Casey and Aaron were caught up in it, and I was on cruise control from there.
Yeah, Chris, we do. I do recall seeing that you coming down the dog leg there, making a quick run, I think from 6th to 3rd in one sweep. Talk to us about the handling of that truck. Did you have a winning piece tonight? Did you need another restart, or were you happy just kind of settling in, trying to stay in the top 5 and just keep the wheels underneath it?
Yeah, I was just taking her easy there. I knew if I was pushing it too hard, I might get caught up in something. So I was letting guys go and catching them back again as I caught them, whatever. Yeah, just taking it easy. I knew I had the championship wrapped up, so I didn't have to win or anything.
Chris Hockley is going to finish in the top 5 tonight, but more importantly, he's going to be crowned our 2020 OSR champion here tonight. Congratulations on the championship, sir, and I'm sure we'll be seeing you here later on in the winter season and through 2021.
Thank you guys for the broadcasts every week. Thank Britt and all them guys for putting the league on, and the top 3 tonight is actually going to be teammates in the Cup Series next year.
Oh, well, it'll be interesting to see how that kind of carries over into 2021. Again, Chris Hockley, your season champion here at Phoenix. We're going to quickly get step away here. Tell you what, a lot of exciting action in the desert, but it's not going to end there. Wednesday night, we're going to have OSR Xfinity action, going to crown their champion over there, and a lot of very quick drivers eligible. We'll see how that goes. We also had a tie, so we 5 drivers taking on the track of the desert to bring home a victory. Who's going to do it? We're going to find out in 2 short days. And then tomorrow night, short track action with the Radical Racing League is going to start right here, 8 Eastern, 7 Central on the SRN. On behalf of producer John Long, I'm Sean Fitz. We appreciate you tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow night with the Radicals right here on the SRN.